if I had to again take a position on it, I'm gonna take the brand name, which is Bitcoin. I'm going to assume that it's the wrong price for the possibilities that it has. And I'm going to assume that the path forward from here is north.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel. I hope you're doing well. I've got some very big news to share with you. Before we go further, we are closely approaching 50,000 subscribers. So please hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor have outdone themselves again. My goodness, another major bullish move towards Bitcoin. MicroStrategy announces proposed private offering of $400 million of convertible senior notes. And you may say, well, what does that have to do with Bitcoin? Well, they're going to use the proceeds to buy more Bitcoin. This is nuts, man. I can't believe it. So here's the other headline. MicroStrategy plans $400 million raise. Net proceeds will fund more Bitcoin buys. Wow. Michael Saylor is the biggest Bitcoin bull ever so far, right? So MicroStrategy, the business intelligence company, said in a press release, it will invest the net proceeds from the sale in Bitcoin in accordance with its treasury reserve after first making way for business expenses. Only qualified institutional buyers will be permitted to buy the interest-bearing notes, which mature in 5 years. MicroStrategy can convert the notes into cash, Class A shares, or a combination of the two starting in December 2023. Last week, Michael Saylor, who's the CEO, expanded MicroStrategy's Bitcoin treasury reserve to 40,824 Bitcoins. My God. And this, guys, is just the tip of the iceberg. Remember what Michael Saylor said on CNBC just recently? Apple and Google are coming with their billions of cash reserves. Now, of course, they're not going to put all their cash reserves in Bitcoin, but if they only put 20%, guys, that is so bullish, right? When you have companies both on the small, medium, large, and enterprise level putting their cash reserves. That's why I think Bitcoin to $1 million in the future, maybe 5-6 years from now, is highly probable. I'm not saying it's a certainty. I'm saying it's highly probable because we don't know what tomorrow holds. But if this trend continues, guys, with these companies putting millions and millions into Bitcoin, what do you think is going to happen, right? Especially when you have the likes of Wall Street players buying up as much as they can. You see the Square Cash app is buying a lot, PayPal is buying a lot, and Grayscale has been getting record-breaking demand, so they've been buying a lot, right? And Plan B tweeted about this because, of course, he's the author of the stock-to-flow model, which is predicting a $100,000 Bitcoin in the next parabolic run-up in next year. However, there's also a stock-to-flow X model, which is predicting like $288,000. So I'm not saying $1 million tomorrow or next year. I'm talking about like 5-6 years from now when this trend continues, more companies jumping in. And guys, I literally did an interview with the CEO and co-founder of Snappa, which is a small business, right? They are putting their cash reserve in Bitcoin, just like MicroStrategy, but it's on a smaller level, a smaller scale, right? And I tweeted about this. It's not on the same level as Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy, what they're doing, but if you have small, medium, large, and enterprise level companies all putting cash reserves in Bitcoin, that's a lot of money. And Bitcoin can hit $1 million in the future, guys. Highly probable because of the amount of money coming in. I mean, look at how much Bitcoin this company has. And like I said, if other publicly traded companies come in and do this, I think we are going to see some record-breaking prices. I think 99% of the world who are not paying attention are going to be blown away. You and I are not going to be surprised. We are here studying the charts, looking at the trends, looking at the facts, right? Talking about things like this. but the 99% of people who are not paying attention are going to wake up one morning and be like, what? The Bitcoin's $100,000? And they're going to FOMO in, and they're going to hear about Googles and Apples and everybody investing in Bitcoin. What do you guys think is going to happen? And remember, this is a global asset class. It's not just US based. It's not just US companies. You could have central banks add Bitcoin to their balance sheet. That is a high possibility. I'm not talking about the United States. I'm talking about other countries. Smaller countries could do that, right? I'm telling you guys, that's a high probability. And just imagine what's going to happen. Now, something I found very interesting on MicroStrategy's website, they have literally a page dedicated to Bitcoin. Look at this. An icon here just right above, below About Us and Careers and Support and Education. This is ridiculous, man. Michael Saylor, like I said, the biggest Bitcoin bull ever, man. And it leads to just videos talking about Bitcoin and all kinds of articles. This guy, oh man, he's amazing. What he's doing here, he's a true believer. He believes in what he's doing. And remember what I shared with you guys in a video earlier, or I should say yesterday. I showed you a tweet from Michael Saylor in 2013 with him saying Bitcoin is not going anywhere and it's going to die. And, that was his thoughts back then, but now he's a Bitcoin bull. This is amazing, guys. Something I want to highlight here, guys, we talked about it already. A Bitcoin ETF might be coming soon. We're seeing big players talking about it. Kevin O'Leary from Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank was talking about it. He would invest in a Bitcoin ETF. Well, the co-founder of the biggest RIA in the U.S., legendary Wall Street investor, Ric Edelman, we've covered him on the channel for years, right? You guys remember the videos I've done on Ric here, and I'll show you here. You see these videos from 2 years ago, from 1 year ago. He got in early before the rest of the Wall Street players, and he is beating the drum for a Bitcoin ETF. So it looks like the big money, the Wall Street players are putting the pressure on the government, the SEC and so forth. So I believe an ETF may come next year, guys. And man, this thing is going to take off like a rocket ship, like Paul Tudor Jones said, right? Very, very bullish times ahead. I'm very excited. If you want more bullish news, check this out. Swiss Stock Exchange is launching an institutional digital asset gateway next year to get who? Banks into crypto. Guys, like I've been saying for years, if you've been a subscriber to this channel, I got the receipts. I've been saying banks and stock exchanges are going to get into this asset class. Be patient. We are going to new heights. We are going to see new all-time highs, but we got to be patient. So the Swiss Stock Exchange, known as SIX, is planning to give banks full access to digital assets through a partnership between its digital asset arm, SIX Digital Exchange, and Swiss custody firm Custodit. Oh my gosh, I cannot say that. Sorry, guys. It's one of those days where you can't say a word. The partnership is still subject to regulatory approval, but there are plans to release complete investment value chain in Q1 2021, according to an announcement from SIX. Banks and their customers will be able to take advantage of trading, smart order routing, settlement, and custody of for cryptocurrencies, as well as access to secondary markets using the so-called institutional digital asset gateway. This is bullish as hell, man. Like I said, guys, banks, stock exchanges, credit card companies, everybody will be participating in the crypto asset class. This is big. Finally, this is some great news here if you're holding XRP. Novati partners with Ripple for global blockchain payments network. So Ripple's network continues to get larger and larger. That's great. More opportunities for these folks to leverage XRP. Now, you all know I did an interview with, here, let me pull it up for you, Carolyn Bowler, who's the CEO of BTC Markets, which is a Ripple ODL partner in Australia. And this company is actually based in Australia. So harnessing the high speed and low cost of blockchain technology, Australian fintech and digital payments company Novati Group has partnered with Ripple to enable real-time remittance between Australia and Asia. So definitely ODL has to be leveraged here, different currencies. The partnership will enable Novati to process global payments instantly through RippleNet Cloud, a blockchain payments network used by more than 300 financial institutions, including American Express and MoneyGram. Here's a quote. This partnership further increase Novati's competitiveness and provide our customers with access to new innovative payment solutions, said Novati Managing Director Peter Cook. In particular, we look forward to working with Ripple to provide our customers with access to exciting alternative financing solutions so that our customers can free up capital to focus on growing their business. Great news here, guys. Great news. Now, as always, not every bank or payment company is going to leverage Ripple, ODL, or XRP. It just depends where they're moving money. Obviously, if they're moving money into between different markets, there's different currencies. That's where ODL comes in. And I'm anxiously awaiting here in the United States the crypto regulations in 6 to 8 weeks, as per Brian Brooks. And I'm hoping it gives the green light for the U.S. banks to leverage XRP, to leverage Ripple ODL. So we got to be patient, as stated, right? Investing, you got to be patient. You got to have perspective. And you got to stay on top of the news, the facts, who's doing what players are getting in. That's why I share these videos out with you guys, and I show you my sources. I'm not pulling it out of my ass. I'm not making it up. I'm not dreaming it up. I'm showing you what is actually taking place here in the market, in the real world. And of course, the other aspect is technical analysis, right? We need to see what are the market cycles, what are the things that have taken place, what are the trends, and so on and so forth. And we are, of course, in a bull market, and we got another parabolic run on the horizon. When that will be, possibly sometime next year, and we have to be patient. So, guys, what do you think about this big news? Man, this is just so bullish. Michael Saylor is he just keeps outdoing himself. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Do you think Bitcoin could hit 1 million in the years to come? I think so. I think there's a high probability. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the thumbs up button.